Hi guys, Chris here. Welcome back to my channel. Walkaway campaign basically is a campaign started by this guy, and what he did was he's a liberal who walked away from the Democratic Party, walked away from the left, walked away from it all. There's a lot of different reasons for it, and there's a video on it, which I'm going to show you guys the video right now before we get started with anything else, so you guys know and are aware of why I walked away. And I'm going to be doing my makeup where I'm going to be testing out this primer versus this primer, one half of my face here, the other half of my face here, and we'll be seeing how they both work. Oh, sorry, it was actually this way. We'll be seeing how they both work, and so let's go ahead and watch the video first, and then we will get started.
Once upon a time, I was a liberal. Well, to be honest, less than a year ago, I was still a liberal. I became a liberal because I felt I'd found a tribe whose values aligned with my own. I staunchly reject racism of any kind. I reject the marginalization of any human being based off of their gender or sexual orientation. I reject tyrannical groupthink. I reject a system which allows an ambitious, misinformed, and dogmatic mob to suppress free speech, create false narratives, and apathetically steamroll over the truth. I reject the acceptance of junk science and superstition to advance ideological agendas. I reject hate. These are the reasons why I became a liberal. And these are the same reasons why I am now walking away. For years now, I have watched as the left has devolved into intolerant, inflexible, illogical, hateful, misguided, ill-informed, un-American, hypocritical, menacing, callous, our conventional concepts of gender. These same self-proclaimed victims of intolerance now turning on the gay community that they attached themselves to advance their agenda, now calling gay people privileged. Earnest fight for equality for the LGBT community mutate into an illogical demonization of heteronormativity and the push to vilify and attack our conventional concepts of gender. These same self-proclaimed victims of intolerance now turning on the gay community that they attached themselves to advance their agenda, now calling gay people privileged and themselves victims of injustice. I have watched as the left has allowed themselves to become hypnotized by false narratives and conclusions perpetuated by social justice warriors who misrepresent and misconstrue facts, evidence, and events to confirm their own biases that everyone who does not comply with their prejudicial conclusions and follow their orders is a racist, a bigot, a Nazi, a white supremacist, homophobic, Islamophobic, xenophobic, misogynistic, and alt-right extremist. And I have watched as they have used these heartless and carelessly assigned labels to intimidate, threaten, bully, silence, attack, unemploy, blacklist, and destroy anybody who dares to fight back. They'll come for me, and then they'll come for you. And worst of all, the Democratic Party and the liberal media has embraced, affirmed, aided, and abetted this cult ideology. In an effort to gain voters and maintain power, the Democratic Party that I once loved has joined forces with the extremist left. The Democratic Party and the liberal media now believe their own ill-gotten conclusions and have ominously decided that they, and only they, know the remedy for society's ills. The left has decided that the solution to problems with race relations in America is more racism. The left believes that attacking, insulting, and dehumanizing one group of people elevates another. The left now believes that there are no boundaries when telling lies, omitting the truth, or misrepresenting facts when telling the news, because their end justifies their means. The left has now decided that its point of view is the only acceptable one, and that suppressing, censoring, and banning open dialogue and debate is virtuous and progressive. The Democratic Party has adopted a deleterious belief system, happily and without skepticism, separating people into groups based off of identity and then organizing them into camps of victims and oppressors. If you are a person of color, an LGBT person, a woman, or an American immigrant, the Democratic Party wants you to know that you are a victim and destined to stay that way. They will insist that you are a victim doomed to exist within a system that is rigged against you, that you are a victim of systemic oppression, that you are a victim of your circumstances, and that no amount of hard work or motivational action will ever allow you to overcome your victimhood or the privilege of those around you. This is perhaps the Democratic Party's greatest and most insidious lie. But if you are a minority in America today, the left-wing politicians and the liberal media don't want you to ever discover this lie. So they bombard us with stories designed to reinforce the narrative that you are in danger, that you cannot succeed. They manipulate your fears and concerns by telling you that you're disadvantaged, disempowered, and disposable to everyone except them. They will tell you that you need them. They will tell you that you are only safe under their supervision. They will promise to liberate you from all that chains you. And then they will do absolutely nothing for you. Once upon a time, I was a liberal. But liberalism has changed, and I will no longer be a part of an ideology or political party that represents everything that contradicts my values of unity, equal opportunity, personal empowerment, compassion, and love. So I am walking away. And I encourage all of you to do the same. Walk away.
So now we go ahead and start our makeup. Now we know what walk away is all about, and I'm gonna, as I'm doing my makeup, I want to tell you guys why I'm walking away. But now we're not gonna be able to see the results of these two until the very end when we're done with our makeup, because we're gonna see how both hold up to Milani. So these two right here, we're gonna be testing out today on my face. We're gonna test it out. So one's gonna be on this side, the other one's gonna be on this side. So we're not gonna be able to tell which one is the best until we're done completely. So this one right here, already I can tell you the consistency is a little warm. It's weird. This one's Prime Shield. This one's going to be for mattifying the face. This primer already feels good. Like, I like when a primer feels kind of thick, you know? When you know it's going to be like prime. Your face is going to be like totally primed. So now we're going to try the Prime Perfection on the other side of the face. This one's not really clear like the other one. The other one's kind of more clear, kind of like, here's a more like lotion. And this one, you can already tell, is a lot lighter than the mattifying one. Ooh, this hydration one's really slippery, more like lotion. And you can tell you don't need a lot. You don't need as much as you need with the other one. Ooh. So definitely between the two right now, I can already tell you that one of them is really thick and nice feeling. The pearls don't have stickiness. And that's the mattifying one. But the other one right now, the moisture one, the Prime Perfection, the white one, is very lotiony and like it stretches. Like you don't need a lot at all. Like I feel like I put way too much. Okay, so now we have both primers on. It's odd, actually, because the one that I said was the thinnest one, this one I can actually feel more on my face.
Is that weird?
And the one that's thick that you can feel when you first put it on, you can't feel right now on your face at all. This one feels like lotion. I feel like my face is wet on this side, like wet. So I wanted to explain to you guys while we did our makeup today what walk away means to me and why I walked away. For my personal experience, and my personal experience is a little bit crazy. I was running for a position, a social political position here in Orange County. It's called Mr. Gay OC. You're representing the whole entire gay community of Orange County. This position can take you farther, and you can do things like Mr. Gay California. You can go to be Mr. Gay USA. So I give back to a lot of charities, and I always was involved in a lot of charity here in Orange County. So I decided to run, and I did have a lot of people backing me, and the whole gay community loved me. I ran during 2016. What else happened during 2016?
The election.
Well, during this time I was running for Michigan OC, I also voted
for Donald Trump.
I will stand behind this all the way, but I want you guys to know that this has been my stance forever. 2016, when I was running for Michigan OC, I had people that was judging the contest that worked also for the Orange County Center, the Orange County LGBT Center. Now, the LGBT Center is a very, 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 very biased place, and everybody who lives in Orange County knows how wrong these people can be and how one-sided they are about every single thing. They're very, very, very biased. They're not for everybody. They're not for all gays. They're only for people that are Democrat. They're not. They shouldn't even be called the LGBT Center. They should be called the Democrat Center, to be honest. I was running for Michigan OC, and those were the people who were the judges. Now, they deliberately made me lose, although I was the first one in 5 years to have corporate sponsors from all over the nation. I was the first one in 5 years to start such a big ruckus that it made the other contestants have to push really, really hard in order to raise more money. And did I get any thanks or anything? No. Why? Because I voted for Trump. They made sure I lost. They made sure afterwards I had people that were harassing me. We're all going all the way to ostracize me from any single gay event or anything gay involved.
In Orange County.
I was trying to throw a play at a gay club here in Orange County where instead of having a normal drag show, we're going to educate the community on gay history by having drag queens perform historical events in gay history. Well, my first night of doing that, it went over well. By the way, we did Stonewall. It was a really, really good night, but it could have been even better. But the people from the Mr. Gay contest, they told people not to go. They tried to all alienate my event. They tried to alienate me from joining any other events. It's been 2 years now, and it's gotten so bad that I didn't even go to Pride this year because out of fear for my life. I've had a lot of really bad, scary things happen to me. One thing throughout all of this, I still stay true to myself. I still stand my ground on who I voted for. I'm very proud of who I voted for. And I think equality is what we really need. Is equality what we're actually really searching for? That's the question. No other group is on the White House website. Blacks are not on the White House website. Mexicans are not on the White House website. There's no other minority group on the White House website. So I think putting the gays on there is not equality at all. I think that is unequal. Any event I've tried to throw, they throw their dogs. I still give to charity. I just don't go to these events anymore because now I don't go anywhere near a gay event in Orange County, and it's really sad because I was all about it, and they were my family for like 10 years, but they all turned their back so quickly just because of one vote. I still have been donating to like the drag ball in Orange County. I still been donating to different events, like they just had a Pride event, and I donate $400 plus worth of brand new makeup, brand new clothes, brand new gift certificates, and I always put gift certificates in there. Not one time have I got one of these gift certificates back. Not one time out of 2 years. And bitch, you can't say I'm bad at hair because we all see that. You all know how I am at hair, bitch. Like, come on. I'm the best of the best of the best of the best of the best. And I still have my clientele, so I know it's not that. They don't come for me because I don't even know if the people of these communities are giving away my prizes that I give them to donate. I can tell you I do donate, so I do hope those who are watching right now do know that I do still donate because I do still care about each and every one of you guys. And you know me, I'm always for the people having a voice. I'm always the one that says I'm here to say that the gays need a voice, not the leaders in the gay community, but the gays themselves, the people who make up the community, who are silent, who don't ever get a chance to speak, who also don't ever get a chance to throw their ideas in the pot. The reason why we are so held back as a community is because we're not a community. So that being said, here's some of the things that have happened to me. In the past 2 years, I've had not only death threats, but I've been censored on Facebook so many times. Threats put on my front door. I've had threats put on my messenger, of course. I've been told that I'm a waste of space. I've been told that I'm a disgrace to humanity. I've been told really mean things. I'm not even going to go over what I've been told because there's literally
thousands
comments. Leaving a bar, I've been ostracized like crazy. I've been laughed at by all. I'm at the bottom of the bottom, I guess, now within our community, and I'm known as the trash in our community because of a simple vote. Walkaway campaign points all that out, and I'm so happy and so grateful that people are now starting to finally see that, and they're starting to all get tired of that, and they're all walking away from that because they're seeing that it's not okay to make people feel like they're less than. It's not okay to tell people you hate them. It's not okay to be violent. It's not okay to it's not okay to strip people of their rights. It's not okay to make people feel like everything they've ever done is worth nothing. And it's definitely not okay to tell somebody that they're worth nothing. Now, a lot of you don't know about my past, but I grew up in the foster system, and then my sister was 19, I was 17. I got emancipated so I could live with her. My sister was murdered to domestic violence, and I was by myself. Luckily, I had a friend in Orange County that let me stay with him. I moved in with him 10 years ago, and I fucking was determined to make a life for myself, and I did that. But right when I got here to Orange County, I didn't have family or friends, and so the only people who took me in was the gay community. They were my family. Every single one of them turned their back on me and let this happen to me, and nobody cared, and they still don't. I'm probably the only one who is willing to ever, and doing it often, go against the entire gay community on my own. I don't care if they all hate me. I don't care if I'm not what they want around. I'm gonna be around. And I'm gonna be doing things in this community like I've always done. I'm gonna continue to be a good person. I'm gonna continue to spread love and not hate. I'm gonna continue to stand up for what we all used to say we believed in when we walked in those gay pride parades, and that was that we were all for tolerance and love and for each other. I'm not gonna let you guys being hypocritical make me a hypocrite. I'm not gonna become the ugly that we all fight against. The ugly that you are becoming. And the ugly that ostracized me and told me I was not good enough. And so that's why I am choosing to support, I would say walk away, but I'm supporting the walk away campaign more than I am walking away because, bitch, I walked away. I walked away like fucking 2 years ago, you know? I've been lonely since, you know, but this walk away campaign, like I was like, I've been ostracized on Facebook, I've been kicked off Facebook, I've been censored on Facebook. Well, on Facebook I saw this group and I joined it, and you know what? Everybody's so loving and so grateful that I'm here, and they're all so like, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I feel overwhelmed because there's so much love and so much like support. And I haven't felt this in so long. And was it worth it? Yeah, because they took everything from me. Everything from me. The whole gay community took everything from me. And if you know me, you know I was only about the gay community. The one thing they couldn't take from me that I didn't let nobody take from me was myself. My motherfucking self. They get their hands on that and that kills them. So you can take any belonging I have, you can take every event I have, you can throw me to the dogs, make everybody hate me, make everybody make fun of me, make everybody to leave me on Facebook, make me go from 5,000 friends to 2,500. Go ahead and do it. Do it, because either way, you'll never take me from me. And I stood strong with my beliefs. And I thought in my head that one day everybody's going to see this. And if they don't, I started to think over, it's been 2 years, I started to think, well, maybe they won't see it. Maybe they're just okay with this evil that's going around. But then I saw the walk away campaign and was like, wow, they are seeing the truth for what it is. And that's that I don't care what political party you're on. You never be mean to people. You never put people down. You never tell somebody that they deserve to die. You never tell somebody that they're nothing. You never get physical with people. And you never, ever, ever become the hate that you say you fight against. Ever. How do you fight hate? The best way you fight hate? With love. There's no other way. There's no other way. So if you want equality and tolerance and love, then you have to be tolerant. You have to stand equal, and you have to love. And when you live in a country with more than just you in it, you have to realize there's going to be people who think opposite of you. And that's okay. That's not a bad thing, you guys. It's not a bad thing at all. That's a good thing. Like, literally, somebody told me you should die. Like, they told me I should die. Do you know who said this? The tolerant, loving, accepting left. If you don't agree with them, we're racist, we're bigots, we are sexist, we are homophobes, we are all these things. If we simply don't agree with their agenda, whatever happened to acceptance of differences, whatever happened to freedom of thought, whatever happened to freedom of religion, whatever happened to freedoms, our freedoms, you guys. The left has gone too far, and it's time that we all walk away. Guys, well, this is the look we did today, and so out of these two climbers, this one's on this side, this one's on this side. This one I can still feel, remember, this one was came out more like lotion, it's really white, really pretty. This one right here came out kind of like really like see-through-ish, and this one's really thick. primer. Do they look streaky? Let's see. Let's see which one looks the most streaky. This side here is more shiny and more like, not only does this side, I feel it more heavy on this side, but this side also is a lot more shiny and a lot more like bling. But, so I guess it does what it's supposed to do, which is supposed to be hydrating. But I don't like the feeling. It feels sticky still this minute. I can feel it. It feels really sticky. It's nasty. And I don't really like this at all. What I would get, though, is a Prime Shield. Not only does it feel good, but my face looks matte. It looks good. My face looks great on this side, doesn't it? And I have a giant pimple. Even with a giant pimple, bitch, I still look good. Like, forget about the pimple. And look how good that side looks compared to this side. This side looks oily. This side, I get really oily skin already, but this side feels already oily and already feels gross. The Prime Shield is definitely by far the best one. If you guys have to buy one, buy the Milani Prime Shield. Do not buy this one unless you have really dry skin. This one was definitely by far way too wet. Thank you guys for watching. Again, like and subscribe and click the little bell at the bottom so you're notified every time I post a new video. And thanks for watching.
Walk away, bitch. Bye.